we're starting another weekly vlog. I'm in Target because I wanted to exchange. I wanted to return like the larger trench coat that I got. I got 2 sizes, so I'm keeping the medium. And then I ran across like some stuff from the new Future Collective collection that's not out online. So I was like, oh, let me try some stuff. This is the one thing that I'm excited about it. You guys saw this when we went to the Target event. This is so cute. And then this I thought was really cute. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it on me. And then, like, what? This will not stand a chance online. So this is a large, which looks like big, but I don't mind my sweaters being oversized. So let's try it on. So look at this cardigan. So freaking cute. Like, this is a large, this is what they have left, and I will be getting the large. I like the oversized fit anyway, and I like the print. It's giving cool tortoiseshell without being too much. So remember the puffer, the Tracy Ellis Ross Loewe dupe puffer that we saw at the event? This is that in store. Now, this is a medium. I definitely want a large because the sleeves are a little bit short, but I like the color. It even goes with my little hat. Look at this skirt, guys. It runs really huge. Like, this is a medium and it's sliding off. You guys know how I feel about like having a bodysuit on when you go to try things on. But I feel like somebody's gonna kill this. Just know it runs big. Look, let me put the mic down. Let me show you how big it runs. Like, it should be like here on the waist. Good morning, beauties. I didn't even check in last night. The weather in New York, you know, because obviously the weather and the hurricanes going on has made the weather just completely awful in New York, that I haven't even been going out really. Like, so yesterday I went to Target to try on that new Future Collective stuff that you probably already saw a short on that. So if you didn't pick up those pieces, go get them now. The cardigan, between the cardigan and the jacket, those were like my favorite pieces. Like, those were really, really cute. I didn't get the puffer jacket because if you guys remember, I have a Manier Devoir jacket like that in the green, and I didn't feel like I needed the brown. Like, I was just doing a lot. So I got the pleated skirt because I wanted to do, so I had something in mind for that, even though I really need a small. I probably should order a small and return that medium because that's a little big. But I have an outfit in mind that I think you guys will love. So I got that in the blue striped suit, which I didn't show because I was rushing out the store because I was there for a while. A blue striped suit, which reminds me of the suit that I tried on in Sandro. Of course, the quality is completely different, but I think for a $50 suit, it's pretty good. So right now I'm going to the gym, and I'm going to show you my leg workout. So today is the day 1 of my leg routine. I didn't work out yesterday. It's supposed to be an active rest day, but because it was raining, I didn't even walk or anything at all. So we're doing our leg routine today. Then at 11:30, so it's 8:30 now. I like to be at the gym by 8 a.m. It's 11:30. I'm doing, clearly I have an off day. 11:30, I'm doing what is it called? A Pilates class. That's on my list of things to do. Not a Jazz in the City, but it's like something that I really wanted to try. So we're gonna do that and see how that is, see if that's something I want to incorporate in my routine. I feel like on my fitness stuff, I've been not slacking, but I've been very relaxed. I've been eating, y'all. I've just been chilling. So I need to get back on my, back on my Zoom. I've been on my Zoom, but like I've been working out and just kind of playing around, you know? So we gotta get serious. So let's go into the gym. I drink a Celsius. You guys know I mix Celsius with, what do I mix this with? Creatine for muscle building. So let's go. So I'm back from the gym. I had a really great workout. Sometimes, like, I feel like lately, not lately, but like sometimes, you know, you just don't have the best workouts. And I feel like I've been more intentional about like getting rest and getting up. I noticed too, like, especially with like working from home, that like sometimes if I drag it out and go to the gym like later, you know what I mean? Like if I go later to the gym, I feel like my workouts are not as good. So like getting back on track and waking up at like 6:30. Like I don't get up at 5 anymore because that's just way too early. But like getting up at like 6:30 and like getting into my day and then doing it first thing, like before working, and like making it too late, like the 10, and then I drag, and then I'm like just dragging. I'm not focused. So getting back into that focus of really getting there early and doing it has been helpful, I noticed. I feel really, really good right now. So damn good that I even signed myself up to do an intro class for Pilates. So that's like 2 workout classes in a day. Like that, I usually don't do that. So I'm sure I'm going to be regretting that, but I'm just feeling so energized. So I'm just going to go for it. I've been wanting to try on my things that I want to learn and try. Pilates has been on the list. Reformer Pilates. Exactly, just to try it, because sometimes I feel like with like lifting, I just kind of want to have a few different things that I like. You know what I mean? Like different workouts or things that I like to do. Like I do like rumble boxing, but I haven't been able to get there. Pretty often after workout. I usually bring this with me. It's the Premier Protein. A lot of people don't like this brand. Fairlife is pretty good, but I do like this. I just like this or the Ensure. Max proteins are decent. 160 calories. You get 30 grams of protein just by drinking this. So I try to replenish and get it right away. So I'll put it in my little glove box just to have it, especially since I'm like going to go right into the next fitness class like a psychopath. So I'll have this. But yeah, I had a really great workout. I didn't show you guys, but I usually end with cardio. Christina, who you guys met, she comes up with my plans. So today, since I did like lifting, like legs, it was just 20-minute elliptical, where my next day will be upper body. Then it will be like cardio on the treadmill. Like I should be running and sprinting and running kind of thing. So really getting back into that. For as far as fitness goes right now, I'm just like kind of maintaining. I probably will cut because I feel like this summer I was just having fun. Probably gain a little weight, just a little. You know, I probably will cut, but I definitely want to gain more muscle and just get back into pushing myself. You know what I mean? Like pushing myself, lifting heavier, because I told Christina, I was like, listen, I've been at the same weight for a while. Like just challenging myself for when I did my squat, let me challenge myself to add another plate. Like, you know what I mean? And like push myself to do it. So I did that, and it feels really, really good to do that. So I'm just going to run a few errands. I sold something on Poshmark, so I have to drop that off and then go to Pilates. Okay. See you guys later. Back from the gym. Oh, Pilates. So Pilates, I couldn't really record in there. Sorry. And I did like a little intro class. It's Club Pilates. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar. Let me know if you're familiar with Club Pilates and let me know what you think of it. I didn't join only because I've heard things about all of their classes being full, and I'm like, I need a very set, specific time to go. But I enjoyed it. I'm considering it because I lift, but it was kind of a different approach to like fitness and breathing and, you know what I mean? Breathing, thinking, and really controlling the movement, where lifting is a little bit different. So I really like that, you know, in my routine, but I just want to be able, I don't want to buy a membership and then can't get in the class. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. Because the next class I saw, they didn't have available till October like 22nd. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Like that doesn't make any sense at all. So let me fix this. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. You know, it's like, okay, well, you know, so I have to hop on a work call. I'm popping this. I have the protein shake, but I actually like these Cabbie meals. This one is my favorite because the sodium is not too high. It's under 500, and it's a quick 300 calorie meal with 21 grams of protein. It's really good if you're like, want something quick, maybe you want to take something to lunch for work. Something that you can pop in that's not going to kill you with the sodium, and it's still pretty good, and you still get the protein, and it only has 3 grams of fat. Pretty good. I like it. I enjoy it. So I'll check back in. I'm not sure when, I'll be honest. Maybe tomorrow. This was just an active day. I can hop with my call because I'm late. But tell me what you guys think of Club Pilates if you are a member. Let me know. Hi, beauties. So I'm not sure what day it is in the vlog, but I'm just trying to keep up and stay sane and do all my work at the same time. So I have to, it's later in the day, but I have to do like some content, some campaign work. So I figured it was a great time to answer your questions that you guys had about content creation and influencing in general. I asked on Instagram and on YouTube, I think on the community page, of questions that you guys had for me about it. So I wanted to answer it, and I felt like this vlog was perfect. And I figured I'll do my makeup at the same time. I'll list all the products I'm using while I'm doing it. Bear with me as I'm not like a pro at this, but I've been loving this Oil Sucker Primer from One Size. I've actually been liking all their products. It kind of gets a little wet, so I'm like noticing all this gunk in the cap. That's why I'm just looking at it like that. But anyways, I do like this primer, especially if I have to film. It just keeps everything really like matte and in place. And of course I use, I already prepped my skin, and I've been using my Prose products that you guys probably already know about, but the moisturizer, the serum, and I just topped it off with my favorite sunscreen right now, which is Supergoop. The matte sunscreen I really, really like. Or did I put sunscreen on? Oh my God, I don't know if I put sunscreen on. You know how you do something and you forget? I don't think we're going outside, so we're gonna have to just go with it. So I've been a content creator now since 2019, so about to be 6 years. I believe my anniversary, my blog anniversary is in February of 2025. So that'll be 6 years officially of doing this. So the first question asked, how long did it take you to get where you are? So I want to say I've been doing it since 2019, so about 5 years now to get to where I am. And it's been a journey. When I really think about it, when I really think about how long I've been doing this, and I know there are people who've been doing it for longer, I'm so like, not surprised, but I'm so like taken aback about how long I've been doing it and just sticking with it. I think that's the challenge a lot of times, is doing something and like sticking with it and just staying consistent, because not at all points of me doing this, I didn't always see growth, right? So sticking with something I love and being able to do it and just making money off of it is a plus, like a bonus, right? So 6 years. And it says, the next question I got was, are you from New York? Yes, I'm from New York. I'm originally from New York. I was born and raised in the Bronx. I currently live here now. If you saw my last vlog, then you would have saw that I lived in the Poconos for a large part of my life, like 10 years. My mom bought a random house. So I lived there for a while too. But yes, I was born and raised in New York. Tried and true, Estée Lauder Double Wear. When I got to film and I have a long day ahead, not a long day, but I know I have to be in front of lights and heat and stuff, I know that's my favorite primer. So yes, my favorite brand right now, I'm guessing as far as beauty products, I'm really loving the Prose brand. You guys know I talked about that brand before, but I really do love the brand, and I just love when you get to learn more about how a brand, sorry guys, I love when you get to learn more about how a brand produces their products and gets everything to the people, to the customers, and learning more behind the brand. So right now they're my favorite because I feel like I got a little bit more. I got to learn a little bit more about the brand than like an average brand that I wouldn't have used. I don't know how people be talking and doing their brows at the same time, so I'm gonna pause 1 second. I had to focus, y'all, about doing my brows, and they still came out messed up. Isn't that crazy? So the next question is, what is the hardest part of influencing? I need to sip some coffee while I answer this. So I think the hardest part of influencing is honestly the changing of everything, right? So like when I started my blog in 2019, I was very specific about what I wanted to do. I was like, listen, I want to start an online magazine just about beauty, because that's where my safety net was, because I worked at Sephora at the time. So I was like, you know what? I just want to start a blog. Just talking about beauty. I'll do a little selfie, but I don't want to talk in front of the camera. I am not a YouTuber. I don't want to be on YouTube. So funny, right? I don't want to be on YouTube. I just want to have a blog, a place where Black women can go and feel like themselves and get some product tips on what I'm using and kind of what is working on, I hate to say black skin, but black skin. So I never realized that it was going to grow into so much more. Obviously, I just wanted to start that way and kind of just have my little Instagram, kind of just like my Instagram used to be like, I used to do flat lays and things like that. It was really just about it being about the products, not about me at all. So that's what I wanted to do. So I think just kind of like changing. So yes, I started a YouTube channel in 2020 because the world was turning into more video. Did I foresee the world going into short form and a new app like TikTok coming into the place and turning the world upside down and then short form. So I would say the hardest part is keeping up with everything while still remaining your authentic self, if that makes sense. Like, yes, we all have to keep up with all the apps and stuff and the things that change as an influencer. You just have to. There's no way that you can, well, there is a way. You can be an influencer. You kind of have to do short form if you're on Instagram. If you're on TikTok, you have to make short form videos. So you kind of have to go with the changes and pretty much stick to who you are through the midst of all of that, right? So you can't just be like, oh, well, you could do what you want. But if you really want to grow and stay relevant, you kind of have to keep up. So I would say that's the hardest part of just kind of keeping up with all the trends and kind of not saying having to do everything, because you don't have to do everything. You could just do whatever you want. But like in order to kind of stay relevant and present, you kind of have to keep up. So I would say that's the hardest part. Like, Lord, I just hope not another app launches in the meantime of me just grasping this one. So I would say that's the hardest part. Maintaining and learning and growing, all while maintaining to be your true authentic self. Next question, which was a really good question, was, have you experienced content suppression / low views? Yes. So and what did you do? How do you kind of navigate that? So like in business, right? So I for a long time, I worked as a manager. That's pretty much the basis of my experience, like corporate experience in management. So with management and in business, anything that goes up must come down, right? So even if you work in a business right now and your business is thriving, there might be a period of slowness. You have to be able to navigate. So just in anything, what do you do when business is slow? You kind of keep pressing on. Maybe you get more involved in your customer service. Maybe you get more involved with one-on-one in, providing customer service and engagement in different ways like that. It's the same thing for influencing. Like, yeah, you might have a period of time where the views are up, everything is amazing, and then you have a period where things are low. So I would say for me, I know in my experience of doing this, especially on YouTube, January to like March was dry as hell. When I tell you dry, it was like, oh my God, like I went from making a certain amount of money to barely making anything, right? What am I going to do? You kind of just have to keep pressing on. You kind of have to keep navigating it. As long as we're on these apps, we work for these apps. So YouTube views, how are my YouTube views? My YouTube views are good for the most part. But like last year, for instance, views in shorts were like so high. Now views in shorts for me are really low. What am I going to do? Am I going to throw in the towel and quit? No, I just have to keep going and navigating it and just hope that it goes up again, and which it will, like, you know what I mean? So kind of just staying with the whole aspect of what goes up must come down. You might have a low period. You're just going to keep posting, right? I just say keep posting, and the algorithm will reward you in some aspect, but you just have to keep posting, honestly. There's really nothing you can do it because you just can't control anything, which is probably the most annoying part of it all. Like, you can't control these apps. There's so many times where I feel like, even short form, like on Instagram, that I feel like I created a bomb ass reel and then it'll do poorly. And you're like, okay, well, that's it. I'm kind of done. So I would say that is how I navigate. Just kind of, I keep going and just, it is what it is. It reaches who it's supposed to reach. I'm looking at I had to make sure everything was right and blended right. It looks okay, I guess. So the concealer I use is the Hourglass. I love this. It blends so nice and it looks natural. But in order to like brighten up my eyes a bit, my friend Malika told me this trick is the Best Skin Ever concealer from Sephora Collection is really good. I use shade 33.5 wide to just brighten up my under eye. So I'll just put it kind of like in the inner corner. And then just like in the points where I really want to be a little bit brighter. I don't put a whole lot, just a little bit like this, and I let it dry down a little bit, and then I blend that out, and then I brighten it up with a powder. So the next question is, should you stick to one niche? Now, that, I don't want to say it's kind of loaded, but things change so often. I remember when I started like blogging and getting on Instagram and stuff in 2019, probably 2020, right before COVID, they would say, like, and when I say they, I mean like the professionals, like the think medias and stuff like that. But oh, stick to one niche. If you are talking about skincare, talk about skincare for Black women over 35 who have acne. They wanted you to niche down so much. And I feel like now it's so great. You don't really have to. Now, I say this to say if, for instance, your niche is skincare, or I mean, your niche is skincare, I would say you don't have to be so niche specific. You can try different things. Like maybe you want to do a little get ready with me. I feel like you don't have to, but I feel like you should, especially if you're just starting out. And I hope this doesn't come off as confusing. If you're just starting out, I would say yes. Only reason I say yes is because you want to be able to navigate what's doing well and what's not. So if you start out and you're doing skincare, makeup, you're doing outfit of the days, then you're doing your recipes. It's just too much that you won't be able to track what's performing well and what your audience wants to see from you. So I'm glad with my YouTube channel, I started with beauty, because if I started with fashion, maybe I wasn't sure on how to navigate that. But once I saw beauty, certain beauty things did well for me, but then I had to pivot when 2020 happened because nobody was wearing makeup. No beauty products were launching. And I was like, okay, I got to get into some styling and showing another part of myself that I'm really passionate about, and that ended up being, I don't want to say the niche that worked for me, but a part of my niches that is like the big pusher for me. Like, you know what I mean? Most people follow me for style, not really for makeup anymore, which I'm okay with, because I had to come to terms too that I was like, I'm not like a Jackie Aina. Like, I'll show you products that I like and talk about my favorites and foundation, and we'll do my makeup like this, but I'm not going to give you a cut crease tutorial, and I'm okay with that. But I can style something up real quick, real easy. And I don't know why I didn't start with that, because I just feel like when I didn't start with fashion is because I didn't know really how to navigate it and what to post about fashion. But once I kind of did Zara hauls and I saw that styling videos did really well, I was able to kind of do that. So I would say, yes, stick to one niche. At least stick to a niche for 90 days so you can see how it performs. If you're doing food for about 90 days and nothing is like giving you any traction, then maybe you need to switch it up and try it. But you really won't be able to track your performance unless you're doing it for at least 90 days. You have to stick with it at least 90 days. So I added the Fenty powder and banana. This is my favorite setting powder. And then I'm going to like add the one size. Set my face with that. I'd be matting the hell out of my face. Like I'll just press it in. I just like a smooth base. Then I'll go in. You're like, girl. Then I'll go in with the Rare Beauty Powder. You guys, I told you guys I love this in Chestnut. I feel like I'm getting pale right now because the weather is like changing. So I'll go over that and just like press it in, just to give myself like a real good flawless base. Now, for the advice that nobody like asked for is like one of the biggest things. It's one of those things, girls, beauties, that nobody wants to hear. Like nobody wants to hear it. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it at all. But one of the things that we don't want to hear is like, you have got to be consistent. And I think we hear that. We hear that, right? And we're like, yeah, consistent. Consistent. Yep. You got to be consistent. We hear you. But for real, you have got to be consistent, because you won't know what's going to work. You won't know how you're going to do until you try something out. I'm adding Mented bronzer. Now, with that being said, I brought up a point. I think I shared it on Instagram, but I never shared it here. So on YouTube specifically, I started my channel in 2020, right? So I want to show you how consistency works and how consistent you have to be. So I started my YouTube channel in 2020, and it didn't really start taking off until I showed this graph, and I'm gonna show it here. So my channel didn't start taking off till 2022. So that's consistently me posting videos once a week, 200, 300 views, and sticking with it, right? A lot of people want to see that immediate growth. I think sometimes with TikTok, it's the gift and the curse, because we are so used to seeing fast, how to be an influencer 30 days, how to be an influencer in 60 days, like, and it's like YouTube, especially, is for the long haul. And it's like, how consistent are you being? Are you being consistent because you posted twice a week for 2 months and you don't see a result? Have you been consistent for 3 months? Have you been consistent for 4 months? Let's talk, sis. Let's talk. Have you been consistent for a year? Have you been consistent for 2 years? Posting at the same cadence for 2 years, for 3 years. That's when you really know, like, you know what I mean? And people always want to know, what's the strategy? What's the strategy? Oh, what's the strategy? The strategy is you being consistent, you showing up consistently. And I showed this graph to show you that I didn't start taking off until 2 years, 3 years into me doing YouTube. Now, what does that mean? That means that if I quit after a year, I wouldn't be where I am today. If I quit after 60 days, I wouldn't be where I am today. So sometimes people, and if you're watching this, you got to find your passion, your groove of what you would do for free. If you like doing Instagram and doing your food recipes like 2-3 times a week, then do that. You're going to stick with it because it's something that you like to do. Find what you like to do, and then the money and everything else will come. But you got to be consistent. And I know you don't want to hear it, because I did not want to hear it. Like when I was starting out, I was like, okay, great. But like the time, it be flying. So make sure you stick with it, because the time, when I tell you it goes quick, it goes quick. I cannot believe I've been on this app since 2020 and it's about to be 2025. Has it felt like 5 long years? No, it goes by, but you won't know until you start. And you can start today, but you have to be consistent. If you're trying to go on Instagram, make sure you post it 2 or 3 times a week. It is your job. Show up. You will get there. You will do it. I got these new blushes in from Armani Beauty, the Luminous Silk blushes, cheek tints. This is 41, which is like a nice red. This is like a peachy nudie color. Well, not nudie, like a mauve pink. And this is like a berry. I think I'm going to do the berry. Let's see how this works. I prefer like powder blush, but I figure let me try these out. You could blend them out with the brush, I'm sure, or your finger. And that's pretty. Okay, Armani Beauty. And I feel like it says luminous, but it just blends out normally, which I like. Like, that's nice. And then I like to kind of take the brush and kind of go on the forehead. And someone asked about my equipment that I use. This is a Becca bronzer, so this is out of business. It's out of business. They closed the company, and this was like my favorite like bronzer because I like to use it on my eyelids. So before they closed the business and shut the business down, I bought like 6 of them. They were like $15. I was like, I'll take all of them. I'll take 14. Thank you. So I'm just using the last one that I have, but you could take any bronzer. It's like a natural kind of shadow in the eyelids, so I like to do that. And then put on a mascara if I'm not wearing a lash. My favorite mascara right now is this is Sephora Collection Size Up mascara. I like to get the mini versions because they last a little bit longer. Oh shit. Without drying up. But yeah, somebody asked the equipment that I use. Right now, I have 3 cameras. That's a little bit crazy. But right now I'm using the DJI Osmo Pocket. I use that for vlogging. It's very easy to use. I highly recommend. It's amazing. If you're a new creator starting out and you're not vlogging, you pretty much don't need this camera, but it's so nice. Like the quality is insane. I actually like it better than the Canon's G7X, but I have a G7X Mark II that I vlog with as well. And my standalone camera that I use for my pictures and like sit down YouTube videos is a Canon R6. Now, if I had to recommend one, if I was starting out, which one would I take? I probably would start with the Canon G7X II because that takes great sit down videos and there's a microphone built in that's really loud. You don't really need like an external mic. You can't use one anyway, but you don't need one. And it takes some bomb pictures. And you can kind of use it if you want to start vlogging. It's just great to use for everything. You know what I mean? If you only have one. This Osmo Pocket is very like, if you haven't been vlogging and you're not like getting paid, don't buy this yet. You're not there yet. Like, and that's no shade. It's just like, it's not necessary yet. This was just kind of like a fun buy. But I probably would start with like a point and shoot, a G7X Mark II, something that does everything where you can take great pictures and selfies with it. You could do sit down videos with it. You could take pictures with it. It kind of works for everything. But a great tool that before buying anything, now these phones do everything. Use your phone. Don't think that you need some fancy equipment because you do not. If you're not consistent, don't buy it. Like I'm gonna insert. Remember this clip from Instagram?
You want to be a content creator, you want to be an influencer, but it's people in jail that post more consistently than you. You need a new camera. You need to get some new lights. Why would you get some equipment you can't use? You barely know how to use the editing software on your phone, and you want to jump to the big leagues. I need to wait till I move. I need a better environment. I need a better background. It's people with footprints on their walls, posting videos, going viral, and getting rich while you sitting back making excuses.
Yes, those sentiments. Like if you're not doing anything, you haven't even been consistent, there's no need to be getting this fancy equipment or lighting. Be consistent first and then reward yourself. I like to reward myself. Like, me and my boyfriend were using a T6 for years, and then we invested and got the R6, which was very, very expensive. But I feel like we earned this camera. We earned this R6 camera because we worked hard. I did everything with it for at least 4 years with it before investing in a Canon R6. And that wasn't until I was like, you know, not making money, but feeling like I was ready to make that investment. And he shoots my pictures. So for me, it was great for sit down. It was great for pictures, and I was ready to make that investment. But if you want to just get a nice camera and you've been consistent, want to reward yourself, I definitely recommend the Canon G7X, right? Mark II, or like the Sony ZV-10 is really popular. But do your research before getting one. But that phone is amazing. But I let this dry. Then I come back, and do my lip. Ooh, my favorite lip. My favorite nude lip combo. Ooh, why do I keep dropping everything? My favorite nude lip combo, you guys know I wear the same nude lip combo all the time because it's literally my favorite, is the Limitless Brown Pencil, lip pencil. You can use it for your eyes too. It's an artist pencil. It's my absolute favorite. Then I go in with the Anastasia Warm Taupe lipstick, and then I top it with the Nudie lip gloss from Lawless. This is like done and it's out of stock online. It's my favorite lip gloss like right now, and I am fiending for it to come back, but I'll show you the finished look and then we'll get back into the rest of this vlog. This is the finished face. Looks good. Yeah, so I don't have any lashes on. I don't know if I'm going to add, but it looks very, very good. Skin looks good. We're brighter. The blush is very pretty too. It's very, very nice, but I like how everything came together. Usually this is probably my everyday face if I'm just going for like, this is my go-to beat. Like, you know what I mean? The only difference is I probably would add a lash. I like the Ardell Demi Wispy lash. I probably would add that just because I like a little extra something. But I love this with a nude lip. It pretty much goes with every lip. The blush is very natural too. I thought it was gonna look a little darker, but the blush is pretty good too. See? But that's the look. So I just wanted to chit chat with you guys. But most importantly, guys, like, if you want to do this, just be consistent. Be consistent, and you get strategic as you're going. Like, okay, like if you started and you've been doing it for a year and you notice that your food videos are taking off, okay, what's taking off? You can look at your analytics and be like, okay, my how to make easy dishes under 10 minutes is doing well. Maybe I'll stick with that a little bit more. Then you're able to really strategize. But the strategy really is you being consistent, because we can't do anything without knowing if you are consistent. Let me fix the center. Yeah, here we go. Like, you can't do anything if you don't know if you're being consistent. Hate to tell you, I didn't want to hear it when I first started out. I was like, ooh. I think Maddie James said, I was like, she got me together with that, because that was a word and it stuck with me, because you got to be consistent. You got to be consistent. Hi beauties. So it's 10:30 in the morning. Today is Saturday, so this will probably be the last day of the vlog. So a few things that I did this morning already. I have a full face of makeup because I shot some content with my boyfriend. I shot like 2 looks, and then the other day I didn't even get a chance to show you guys, but I had to shoot a campaign in the morning. So I've been back and forth to the city, like Manhattan, all week. But today my bestie Christina's in town, and I'm actually going to a Strong Fitness Wellness Expo. So kind of like going into her world today, like she was in my world for New York Fashion Week, where she spent some time with me when we went to Lexus Batar and the Fashion File, Tashira's Fashion File event. But today it's a Strong New York Wellness kind of expo where they're doing like fitness classes. So I have a full face of makeup, a lash, and my fitness outfit, my Gymshark pants. I love Gymshark. They're probably one of my favorite brand. So I'm not sure what it will be like. I never went to this kind of expo before, but of course I'll take you guys with me to show you. But I'm excited. So I'm gonna put probably like my Gymshark hoodie. It's a little cool this morning. Put my little Gymshark hoodie. Like that's the brand I'm representing today. And then I have my Coach, since I had other stuff to bring, shooting content, I have my Coach Brooklyn bag, which will be perfect. I can put my water and things like that. And it's casual enough, but cute enough where I still fit the scene and the vibe. So yeah, and then after, I'm sure like after this event is done, it's till 5. I'm not sure if we're gonna stay the whole time. But after the event is done, then we'll probably get something to eat, shop, you know, all the New York things, right? So let's go. I'm gonna get out the car, put my sweater on, and get ready for my fit. I probably should have bought a backpack, but you know, I'm giving fitness and fashion at the same time. So, you know, it is what it is. Apple Watch going. Let's get some steps, because I missed the gym yesterday because it was just like an eventful week. But let's go.
Okay. Lower sugar, fatty calories than what's traditionally in the market. And today we have our cookies and cream and chocolate chip and caramel.
Which one is this one?
It's cookies and cream.
I'll try the caramel.
Caramel. Go.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
This ice cream, y'all.
Oh, I gotta pick up the top. It's delicious. Delicious.
Moving to New Zealand and starting their dream careers. There are also people that are stepping down from corporate positions to start their own businesses, which is so cool. Like, people are just starting their dream companies and businesses, which is awesome. And so I know that these 3 tips work. And so if you really kind of lift
my habits for the day. Like, we have an app with our coaching company, and I track my habits. Did I get my steps in? Did I get my protein in? I weigh myself. I do this stuff like it's part of my job, because 1, it is part of my job, but 2, I want to stay consistent with it, right? It helps with accountability. Everybody here has a job. Everybody here probably has a to-do list every day, and if you don't...
Fitness pros here.
So we're just leaving Strong, New York. What did you think of the event, Christina?
I thought it was great. I loved it. So many good vendors. The Tone House liftoff competition was amazing.
Those ladies can lift. I don't lift nothing compared to those ladies. But they gave us a lot of samples. I thought it was cool. And then even the speakers were like phenomenal.
The speakers, I didn't even get into.
Yeah.
The speakers, like every speaker was amazing.
Yeah.
The speaker lifted itself.
Short and sweet, to the point, manifestation, health, nutrition, and things that we need to know was great. So I would highly recommend when it comes back in New York. And now what are we doing? We're walking. Of course we're walking.
Yeah, so right now we're taking a walk.
We're walking.
Getting some steps in.
Oh, this pigeon. Oh, look. Yeah.
Getting some steps in. And really just, you know, enjoying the day.
Enjoying the day. Check back. Oh, we're going in this Target. Okay, bye. Doesn't fit my head. So much is happening. If you're still watching, thank you for watching. But like, a surprise came to me like this week, and this week was like ongoing and special. And I was like, should I start another vlog? And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put everything in this vlog, and it's gonna be a long vlog. So come with me for a surprise like event that I got to go to in Cali. Beauties, guess where I am? I don't know why I look deathly pale. But we're at the Google office in Cali. We're at the YouTube again. So I didn't even get to tell you guys because so much has been happening. But I'm going to the YouTube Holiday House here in Cali. Where am I? In Playa Vista. My best friend lives in California. I'm not sure if you guys know, Christina lives in California, so when she comes to visit, she stays with me. So I'm staying with her, and she dropped me off over at the corner there. So I've been just kind of like here. I'm here for like Tuesday through Saturday, so I'm not sure. I don't know what we're going to be doing in this vlog besides the YouTube Holiday House, but it's really cool because the Holiday House is supposed to have brands like Fenty, Sephora, all the brands we love, all the brands that we love. So I'm excited to be here. Like, I'm literally walking in a parking lot in Playa Vista. Not sure where to go. They said people should be there, the Google people, the YouTube people, but I'm not sure. where I'm walking to. I didn't even get to show my outfit because literally we went to the gym this morning, went to Equinox, had to pack my things in the bag, get dropped off on the corner. We're hustling for our careers. So you guys saw this outfit before, but I'm wearing the red pants with like the Zara vest and my little brooch and my Jeffrey Campbell shoes. Can you see? You can't see. You guys know my Jeffrey Campbell shoes, the ankle doesn't show, but I just kind of wanted the pointed toe and I wanted to wear like a shoe that was comfortable. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be in California with YouTube again, and just kind of being in the moment and enjoying everything. I'm telling y'all, start the YouTube channel. You never know the opportunities that will come. So right now I'm just randomly in the parking lot. I know a lot of other YouTubers are going to be there. I know a lot of the girls that I met during New York Fashion Week, they live in Cali. So I'm hoping to meet them. And then Danielle's going to be here. It's really going to just be a fun time. I just really can't get over how pale I am right now. I really, like, if you look, guys, what am I doing? I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. Do I walk up in the parking lot? I'm about to ask this guy. Why do I look so pale? But yes, we're here. Girl, I was dropped off at the wrong place. So now I hear my shoes clicking. I'm taking like a 10-minute walk. 6 minutes. I guess the young man helped me. I was like, where's the YouTube office? And he's like, oh yeah, you're at the Meta office. You know me, I'm like, it's all the same, but I guess I have to just take a little walk. Thank God these shoes are pretty comfortable and will probably be sitting for the most part of the day. But yeah, I'm really excited. This from September like onward, I guess like it's just been so crazy. I'm just filled with gratitude to be able to do these things and have the flexibility to do them. So I can't complain. I thank you guys so much for supporting me. You know, we up. So hopefully I can meet some cool people if I make it there to the event. Oh, I think this is where it is. I think this is the spruce hanger, like over here. I was in a totally different area, but it's so quiet. It feels like I shouldn't even be walking here. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, I did a workout. I got ready at the gym. So we're pumped. I'm really excited. I'm excited what this event will bring. Just to be, again, like in the space. What I say? With the people. And yes, like I said, let's go. Let's start your YouTube channel. Start it. Let's start it.
You made it.
Is it near Scotland?
Yeah, Scotland's attached to the north, so kind of like Canada's attached to America, Scotland's attached to England. Yeah.
We met in person.
Hi, how are you? I love her channel so much, y'all. Oh my God, I have been stalking all of your New York fashion content, all of your fall content.
Oh.
I went and
Hold on, I'm holding this thing. Blending sponge set.
ooh. All right.
Put me in. Like, I am here. I'm ready. So, basically, my job is I get paid to shop. I don't know. Somebody's got to do it, right?
Upcoming brands we might be working with.
She's so sweet. So now we're on our break, walking to lunch in the courtyard. Don't you love California that we could just have lunch outside? It's gonna be like 85 degrees, so you know how I've been doing all this fall content. It's summer in Cali. Oh, I'm just not even crossing the street, I'm just walking. But yeah, we learned a lot of cool things coming for the holidays. Like, we're preparing for the holidays. Can you believe that? So crazy. Oh, we're going. But yeah, we're learning about all the products and gifts and stuff that's gonna be available for the holiday. So there's more. It's going to be like a full day. Like, I'm actually going to be here till like 7 o'clock tonight, which is a long day. Being that I got here at 10. got my own table, y'all, of my new friends. We got Ariel, Will and a Whim, Boho, Guru. Y'all already know Danielle.
Damn! I can get a little hype for that.
You know her already. And then we have Janine.
Courtney Green.
Yeah, Courtney Green. And they have some items with twins. And I know we always talk about Fenty here. Have we really tried anything from the brand? Yeah, just this set of things. Can you tell me which ones you're You guys are not following Yara Alexis. She's amazing. Gives amazing hair content. Look at her hair. So fabulous. Yeah.
I'm trying to see it in the picture, yeah, but I'm
yes.
trying.
Me too. It's flat. It's falling down. It's greasy. Yes. Thank you. Looks like I didn't get much.
It was whatever.
I know. Unless I got more.
Everything.
It's a little too modest. Thank you so much. How did we forget to get the beauty stuff from the event? We're standing here. We had to get the executives to be like, hey, can you help us? We have no beauty products.
Can we have another?
Not one beauty. I don't have a brush. I don't have a gloss.
but we got pots and pans.
She has pots and pans. I have a keyboard, a mouse, but no beauty for my beauties. A mess. Guys, I'm still at the event, so now they're doing we're doing a kind of like, I said after party, kind of like an afternoon mixer with some brands, getting food. The gift bag, I should have beauty content for the rest of the year. All the stuff I got, and I'm gonna share with you guys. Danielle's still here. Best season of the
still eating.
She's a mess. I can't. So we're about to just grab a bite. We was like, we need a drink. It's been a day, but it's so good. Yes, we are in LA. I'm so happy to be here. Kind of deciding to come to LA for the YouTube event. I came on my own, so they invite, but they didn't pay for like my traveling costs, but my best friend lives here, so it kind of just worked out for me. And having flexibility to work from home and do work here. It worked great for me, but I was like, oh, let me just go, because I knew I had such a great time at the YouTube event during New York Fashion Week in the Holiday House. Again, it was more so like about inviting their creators to kind of come experience and learn more about the YouTube affiliate marketing, which you guys probably see, but more so on the back end for us to learn different tools that they're launching for us to, again, create better content for you to shop easier, especially to creating shorts. You guys know I create shorts, and sometimes I know it's frustrating when I wear things and you can't find it, and just kind of knowing how the platform looks from you guys watching, from me creating, if that makes sense. So what they're launching, how they're going to make the tools better for us to use to give us the content to use. So it was really cool. I always love to be face-to-face with brands because, again, that's how you connect. That's how you make partnership and connections. And also, too, for me, because a lot of times when you are creating content, you're working alone, right? You're at home, you're creating shorts, you're doing this. So it's very awesome. That's why when we were talking about New York Fashion Week, just to be in the space where people are doing something that you like, right? So meeting people and being able to make connections laterally. Sometimes it's not all about the brand partners, but maybe it's meeting another like-minded fashion creator where you guys can bounce ideas off of, and you might have a brand contact and they might have something, or they might know an event. You know, it's all about building. So I had such a great time. I would say me and Danielle, isn't she great? She's so amazing. It's so amazing when you meet people who are just how they are online, in person, and that's what Danielle is. Like, Danielle is Danielle in person, online, on all her platforms. She's the same, so she is just amazing. But you know, being able to kind of connect and develop those relationships in person are just like key. And I felt like we had more fun at this LA Holiday House than the one in New York. Not saying anything, I'm a New Yorker, but it's nothing wrong with people who live in New York. But I feel like the one in New York, that event was very serious. But where I feel like the Holiday House in LA, I felt like was more fun. We got to learn. We got a lot of stuff. I don't even know if I should show what's in my gift bag. Should I show what's in my gift bag? Do I feel like getting it? It's in the other room. I don't know if I feel like getting up and getting it, but I'll show you. I'll show it to you. But it's so funny. You saw that we forgot, like, when we walked in, I was telling Danielle, I was like, I feel like I definitely was never diagnosed with ADD. Like, I get overstimulated. I get kind of like, not overwhelmed, but a little like, oh my God, okay. So you go in the place, and the way like YouTube/Google hooks events up, they hook it up, right? So you walk in. So I walked in. I was a little late. My friend dropped me off at the wrong place, but it's okay. That wasn't her fault. It's my fault. So I walked in, and then they give you this card to pick up the items that you want. So you should pick the items that are in your niche. Should. You don't have to, but of course, should I get a bunch of tech stuff and cooking stuff? No, I should probably get fashion, beauty, the things that I talk about. So I walk in, they give this card, and they're like, oh, you could pick whatever you want. You could pick everything you want. There's not too little, too much. I didn't pick any pots because I'm like, I have to get this stuff back to New York. Like, I have a carry-on. I have to get this stuff back to New York. Do I be cooking like that? Not really. I could have probably gave the pot to my mom, but I was like, let me just get the things that make sense. So I'm clicking off all this tech stuff, like a Logitech digital mouse, a Logitech keyboard. Mind you, I'm not that techie. I told you I have a computer, knock on wood, that's about to possibly die. I don't need all this stuff, so I got that. So once we have the event, we did the workshops and all the cool things, and met the brown brand partners from like Sephora and Fenty and all that. Before we go to like our mixer, we were supposed to pick up our bags. So we go to pick up our bags, and my bag is so light, like very, very light. And it's so funny because I'm like, oh, mine's is very light. Like there was like 2 keyboards and like a little mouse. I was like, oh, okay. Like, wow, I didn't get anything of that stuff I showcased you guys in the beginning of the video. I was like, I didn't get any of that stuff. Like, damn, I didn't get no lip gloss, nothing. And I was like, Danielle, I didn't get any of that stuff. She's like, well, me either. She's carrying on her pot, mind you. And I'm like, okay, like, man, I should have got something in my niche. And they're like, there was a back to that card that you didn't fill out because I was overstimulated going in there. I'm like, I went to talk to the people, Michelle Goodwin, who I like loved in person. I'm talking, I gotta get breakfast. I gotta go down to the Sephora thing. I gotta pick this out. Then I gotta get footage for the camera. Then I gotta get footage on my iPhone to get footage for Instagram. I didn't even flip that card over. And me and Danielle like, oh my God, we're the same person. I didn't flip it over either. So I was like, sir, like, I'm so grateful to have received this bag of gifts, but I don't have anything in my niche. So he went back and just got us all the things that we missed, which I was so grateful for. Everybody at YouTube is so kind. They're like the best place to work. Love my black job. But like, I was just like, oh my God. Yeah, so we got all the stuff that I would love to show you guys. Maybe I'll just go grab it. No, it's a lot of stuff. We'll do an unboxing. You'll probably see it on shorts, and I'll showcase stuff throughout because it's a lot of stuff. I'm not sure if you guys want to see every single thing, or maybe you do, but it was just funny and hilarious how sometimes you can just be overstimulated and excited, filled with excitement, that you be missing stuff. But yes, it was great. So learning all of that stuff, and I don't even have a plan because I was like, I don't know if I want this to be a full LA vlog. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I was here to visit, to go to that. I'm keeping it chill. I'm keeping it very low key. So we might go shopping on Saturday. Like, my best friend's working, so I'm kind of just here working too. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. So I don't know if this is gonna be attached to another vlog, but hopefully I have enough footage to do a full LA vlog. She's about to come home from work. We're gonna go to dinner. Yeah, so I want to catch you up to speed about the event and just the rest of whatever we might run into here in LA. Stay in Cali. I didn't really do much. I just relaxed after the YouTube event, hung out with my bestie, and now we're at a fabulous restaurant called Castaways. You see these beautiful mountains behind me? And today's the day, of course, that it's hot out of all the other days. But it's so pretty. It's like on the mountain. We drove like an hour. Let me show you guys. Like how stunning. Ooh, so stunning. Let me take you guys inside. Castaway. It was stunning and gorgeous. The French toast and then bacon
in the mountains.
and the mountains. You hear the birds chirping. So beautiful. Such a nice, like, I never really had dinner on a mountain. Well, breakfast, brunch, excuse me. Beautiful. About to go to the mall, kill some time before my flight back to New York. I never really tried their stuff. I know I love wellness and fitness, so I wanted to try their pans. They're $120, which is a lot for workout pans. Let me show you. Don't mind the flats, but I don't know. What do you guys think about La Yoga? Do you wear it? Do you love it? Tell me. Tell me. So at this point, it's like probably a really, really long vlog. Look at my face. So I left LAX at 9. My ears have been popped, so I can't even hear myself really. But I left, my flight for LAX to JFK was 9:30. So it's 5:53 in the morning. So I'm on my way home. But if you got to this point in the vlog, thank you so much for watching. I don't even know, there's probably so much in this vlog. It's probably my longest vlog, but I just wanted to include everything. But it's so funny, I had to check a bag. First I didn't have a check bag coming, but I had to check a bag from all the things that I got from the YouTube event, right? So I'm like walking to get my check bag, and mind you, JFK is pretty quiet. It's literally 5:53 in the morning. My lip is dry, it's gonna hurry up. So I'm like, oh my god, I see this beautiful woman, and I'm like, oh my god, I know who it is. Guess who it was, y'all? It was Vanessa Myrix. Now I met her years ago, like maybe 5 years ago at the makeup, like 5-6 years ago. Again, when I just started vlogging at the makeup show. So I saw her and I was like, oh my god, I just want to say hi. I love your work. I'm so proud of you and your journey. And she gave me a big hug, and we're hugging, waiting for the luggage, for our luggage. And I was telling her about the YouTube event, and she was like, oh my god, you made my morning. And she was so sweet, so kind, just Vanessa. I was like, oh my god, I love this product. It's one of my favorite products. And she's like, oh, I didn't get invited to the YouTube event. I was like, maybe next year. But she was so sweet. It actually made my morning, and my trip was just amazing. I'm glad I just got best friend time, career time, hobby time. That Vanessa got to talk to her at the airport just now. I cannot ask for more. So I will see you guys in the next vlog or next fashion video. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.